And we are back. So let's go ahead and take a look here and see what we're working with. We have all our units, we have all our orders from last go round. I think we're ready to fly. Let's go ahead and just push the go button here. Okay. So let's see here. We have a bunch of units that are going on the attack. We have almost all of our units that are going on the attack. We have our bottom infantry groups to be pushing down through here. We have our airborne group that's going to be pushing across the open hill and coming right through here. We have another infantry group that's going to be pushing down through Poppenberg, and then we have this squad that's coming through into Grosbeak. And giving it some thought, I was really, and I'm still thinking about putting these guys instead of on a different kind of an attack. So I think I'm going to. I know I'm kind of fretting over this, but we're going to change. Nope. We're not gonna second guess ourselves. I was going to change this over to a probing attack. You know what I'm most happy to see on this entire thing here is this right here. So we have this beautiful, beautiful heavy flak battery with our 88s, and I'm so happy that they're able to move. That's going to be super important. I was thinking about this afterwards too. See, this is good. We set a delay on the timer that they weren't going to be starting their attack down here until I think 25. That's maybe not perfect, so they may start their attack a little bit sooner, but they have to shake out into a line, so I think it'll actually be pretty good. And they still have to form up in this area, so we should be okay. It probably won't be perfectly timed, but that's fine. And this team actually may get the jump on their attack. Yeah, before any of them do. Okay, we'll have to keep an eye on this. But anyway, so the Flak 88, having this is movable is going to be awesome, because what I want to do later is that if we can push through and take Mook, I am going to slap this guy right in this grouping of buildings over here. So if we look at the terrain info, we can see this is a factory, and you can see they have like a direct hit and area hit. So if we put these guys in here, any kind of fire against them is going to be really problematic. Even area attack damage, like artillery barrages against them, is going to be not very effective. So if I can get them in here into this nursery, that heavy flak brigade, the heavy flak battery, later on when they start bringing folks down from Molenhoek, they should be able to. And let me actually just double check. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. If we take a look at our where is it? Our line of sight from here. We have pretty decent, yeah, look at this. Look at that. We actually have pretty decent line of sight all the way into Molenhoek. So basically what we're going to do is we'll provide like a stopping force at Molenhoek, and then as soon as they start pushing into the town, they're going to get hammered. And then we can station some guys in here to do a counterattack if we need to. I think if put them in Molenhoek, they're going to get pounded too heavily. So I want to keep them back a little bit. Okay, let's take a look, see what we got going on here. The force is shaking out. That's great. This force is shaking out. That's great. Let's go ahead and bump this up a little bit more. We can always slow it back down if we need to. Oh, here goes the team. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, never mind. So we're okay. It had me confused. I thought this was the infantry squad that was coming through, but this is actually just the flak battery. This attack is going to be going in first, which is not ideal, but we'll see how it goes. So far, no. We're going to slow it down a little bit. Okay, so we already have artillery barrages coming through here, so this is probably a pretty decent. It's still vague. They probably spotted them and then just decided to throw some rounds down range, which I'm okay with. And over here, this is still vague within the last hour. Let's go ahead and turn this into current only. So we know there's some stuff going on over here. That's fine. Okay, it's starting to come more into daytime. So we're just going to speed this up a little bit and keep an eye on it, see how it goes. They're coming into Poppenberg. Finally. Okay, so let's take a look, see what we're up against here. What do we got? A heavy machine gun company. That's not awesome, and they're already starting to take fire, unsurprisingly. Although if we can overwhelm them like this and they have no other forces, that's awesome. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to order a barrage immediately, because I want this out. If we can take care of this... oh, and it's out of range, damn. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get rid of that. Let's go ahead and reattach them so we don't miss out on that. Let's grab our medium arty and drop some fun on their head. Oh, see, we have to be careful with this, because that yellow that's coming in there, this is the area that the bombard order is going to be taking effect. When we drop that in there, we can set it up so they'll watch out for friendlies. Like, these guys are getting really close now, so they're probably not even going to fire. And actually, I might be okay with that. We're gonna see how this goes. Maybe I have to just adjust it a little bit. Let me come over here to the fire support teams. We have the heavy flak battery, which is kind of hanging out. Oh, they're up there. Let's go ahead and reattach them. So these guys are still going to fire, which is awesome. See, this friendly's in the way. It's already telling us. So if we look at this order, we can see that it's too much that way. So let's put it like this, and then maybe I'll drop those rounds in. We have this too. This is an issue. So we have the mortar team that was back here, and we thought they were safe, but they're not at all. Good, so they're moving back. Ooh, so white, that's something we haven't covered yet. White means they're surrendering, which is not great. Ah, look at this. This turned out to be really, really well timed. So they fanned out in this line here, and they're pushing across. I was hoping more of them would be in the forest, but it looks like that's not the case. That's too bad. But at least they're coming through the forest, so we have some spacing here. Here comes the artillery in. So that's great to see. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and immediately come back to fire support and release them. I just wanted them to go in just for that one. But look at this. This is great. The mortars are coming in too. That's awesome to see. Our team is already up to here. Wow. And really no opposition? This is surprising. Okay. That's something. So we're going to wait until the full team comes up, because when the next group comes, I want to make sure they have mortar support. And this doesn't have to be a big rush. I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's looking fine so far. See, now they're getting hammered, and we want them to be right there. See where they start pulling out? When they're bunkered in, they take a lot less hits, and it can be a real challenge to kind of get them dug out. Like same with here too in Riedhorst. They were hanging out here, and when a unit is dug in, and there's some things that you can change in here. See, like deployment. You can see a bunch of these guys are on the move. This means they're exposed, and they're on the move, and they're easy to take down, or easier to take down. Whereas you have folks like these, which I think this is dug in, and then over here, these ones are actually entrenched. So these guys are like dug in like a tick, and these guys are just kind of seeking cover. So there's kind of a sliding scale for where they're at. Okay, let me go ahead and pop back over to combat power, so we can kind of see how that's going. So this is progressing relatively well. We've pushed them out of Riedhorst. These guys are going to keep flanking through. And then this team is going to continue coming in through Poppenberg. Let's make sure... Yeah, see, look, they're just going to force right there. This is awesome. They're coming along really well. And they're providing fire support, which is also awesome. Look at this, actually turned out really well, because now they're providing flanking fire support cover on this side here. That's awesome. And then in a little bit here, we're probably going to move these guys up, but not yet. I want to see what these guys do. This is going really well so far. Okay, cool. So I know this was a short little mini video, and I'm actually preferable to these kind of smaller sessions so that we can move through them relatively quickly. And go ahead and stay tuned for the next, where we push into Poppenberg and Riedhorst. See you soon.